Now, many young women are told it's not ladylike to boast, but teenage girls in America are being taught the exact opposite. They are being given lessons on bragging to help boost self-esteem and to help them get ahead in their careers. Well, we're joined now by Peggy Klaus from San Francisco, who set up the classes. Good morning to you, Peggy. Thanks for joining us. And why do you think it's important to encourage this? Because a lot of people would say, actually, it's an unappealing character trait for people to brag.
Well, when we talk about bragging, I mean in the good way, of course. I don't mean obnoxious or self-aggrandizing or boastful or boring. I mean really being able to be proud of yourself and to talk about your successes and the obstacles you've overcome in a very pithy and conversational way.
But the difficulty is there's a fine balancing act, isn't there, between doing that, between women sort of pushing their achievements and everything, but at the same time, society can be very down on women that they see are too pushy or too bossy.
They can, and it can be a real backlash for women. And, you know, we're taught through our society and our culture to really nurture other people, to support and cheerlead and promote others rather than ourselves. So when we try to do it or look at doing it, it becomes something that we really stay away from. And we're afraid of people not liking us, of them thinking that, oh, this girl's too big for her britches. And instead, you know, the economics are such that we really must do it.
OK, well, Peggy, thanks for explaining that to us. That's Peggy Klaus from San Francisco. She set up these bragging classes. But we're joined now by the Apprentice winner, Dr. Leah. So we'll get your reaction on that. What do you think about this whole idea, then, of having bragging classes essentially for girls so that they can talk about their achievements more?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept. I think definitely there is a gender divide in terms of how forthcoming you are with your achievements. Even looking at my experience in The Apprentice, I mean, certainly in the early days, the guys were a lot more vocal about their capabilities than most of the female candidates. But I think really the important thing is the personality of the person and how well they can deliver. And I think in the end that does shine through.
So for your experience of the working environment, because this is what the fear is, isn't it? That women who don't shout about themselves and their achievements enough in the workplace are falling behind, are being overlooked because the men are actually, banging their own drum and saying this is what we're good at, and that means that the girls are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is definitely a balance. I think there is a difference about being, confident in your abilities and in, what you can achieve and deliver, and in being boastful. And I think it's really about getting that balance. I mean, again, in The Apprentice, I was fairly quiet up until the point where I felt I have to now, speak up and demonstrate that I do believe in myself and I can deliver. And I think it really, irrespective of the gender, is about striking that balance.
And what do you think it's down to then? Why is it that, females find it harder to talk about what they do with confidence as opposed to, I mean, it's a bit of a generalisation, but, as opposed to men who seem happier to be able to do that?
I think there are social norms, cultural norms. I think they all definitely play a part. I think, Peggy's elicited to there, the media is sometimes slightly more damning of females when they come forward and appear to be very, boastful almost about their achievements. And definitely, there is a societal role for women that doesn't always project them in a leadership capacity. And I think gradually that is something that we're overcoming, but certainly in the business environment, which I'm now in, the majority of the leadership roles, are still held by men, and that is something that we are challenging. I think will continue to develop in the coming years.
OK, great. Thanks very much for that. That's Dr. Leah Totten there, the Apprentice winner. Thank you.